TOS fans, Robin here, and I've got a little Shadespire video for you. As you know, Pete and I play plenty of Shadespire, and we also like to try and share this with our family. It doesn't always go to plan, family life is busy, but Shadespire is a great game to share with your family. Particularly, it's a great Games Workshop game. When there are loads of great board games out there. Pete, go away. There are loads and loads of good games out there to share with the children, but at Games Workshop ones, perhaps not so much. They take a lot of space, a lot of painting, and they're a bit overwhelming, and the rules are quite complex, and so they're not the best necessarily to share in a family environment, but Shadespire is, I think anyway. Here are 10 reasons why Shadespire is great to play with your kids. You can play it straight out of the box. Yep, you get your kit, I think it's 40 quid, and you get your box, and it's got everything in there you need to play a game, a basic game. Obviously you need extra cards, but you get the box, bring it home, put the models together, which is pretty easy, and boom, you can play it straight out the box. So that is reason 1. Reason 2. The game is quick. Certainly by Games Workshop standards, the game is very quick. You haven't got hours and hours of masses of dice rolling. It is literally, once you learn how to play it, it really does only take 30 to 45 minutes, which for a GW game is very fast. And yeah, I think you can probably get it under that sometimes. But yes, 30 minutes for a game is perfect. So that's nice, quick. Attention spans don't waver, and it means another game is along the line. So if things start to go wrong and your child loses and they don't like losing, then at least there's another game to come along a bit later. So that is a number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is a small model count. Yes, again, Games Workshop games often don't have small model counts. They often have very large model counts, which can be a little bit overwhelming for painting. And my children, they do like a bit of painting, but they do get bored of it quite quickly. But actually, if you've only got a 3-person or a 5-person or even a 7-person warband, then it won't take very long for you to get some paint on those figures and see the improvement that brings. And you've then very quickly got a completed unit. So it's a great little art project if you want to get your children to do more than just playing games, or more than just, want to make them a bit more creative. Then it's got that aspect which a lot of other board games haven't got. So the small model count is reason 3. Reason 4. Reason 4 is that there are no blind boosters with Shadespire. We haven't got a Pokemon situation here, or a collectible card game situation here, where you buy blisters or boosters and you don't know what's going to come in them, and you open them up and there aren't any that you want, or that you're looking for a particular card. That doesn't happen in Shadespire. So basically, if you buy an expansion box, you get the same cards in it. You obviously get some miniatures that you may not need if you don't want to play that band, but you do get you do get the new warband to play with, so that is a bonus, and you do get exactly the same cards every time, which means everybody gets the same cards, which means basically the game isn't a spend to win game, because you can only use each named card once in a game or in a deck. So you basically, if you buy the cards, then that's it. So now there's a slight caveat with that, because you do need to buy all the warbands. To be the most competitive, you do need to buy all the warbands. It isn't a case that you can buy a box and then you'll be equally competitive. That just isn't true. You do need to buy the other ones if you want to remain competitive. If you're playing with your kids, it probably doesn't matter that much. The only other problem is if you buy the support core guard deck. There will obviously be some support guard specific cards, but there are other cards that you can play generally in your warband. And there might be one card, I haven't got a deck breakdown of what's in what deck, but there might be one card that, say, both your children want to play, or you want to play and your child wants to play, and if you're going to do that, then you do need to buy it twice, and that is a bit of a pain. You can pick things up on eBay sometimes, so that is one caveat. But again, if you're playing with your kids and you're not both trying to play super seriously, then just let them have it. That solves the problem. So that was reason 4, no blind boosters. Reason 5, it's a social game. You can play this in an afternoon or an evening or whatever with several people at once. I mean, even it supports 4 players quite well, but you can even play alongside each other and swap over. So it supports a bit of social interaction. It's good to play after school because it doesn't take that long. And on top of that, it teaches sportsmanship like a lot of games do. There's a little bit of give and take in Shadespire, and you get a better game, I think, if you're not all double downing on the rules all the time. A bit of leeway is great. So it teaches sportsmanship, which is great. I mean, obviously, a lot of these things are general, aren't. A lot of the things I'm going to say now aren't specific just to Shadespire. War games are brilliant for all sorts of sportsmanship, social skills, but Shadespire is up there amongst them. So that was reason 5. Okay, the rest of my reasons are kind of more to do with the strategic thinking that playing Shadespire will teach you. And again, other war games will teach that too. But here is reason 6. It teaches forward planning. Quite a good skill in Shadespire. You need to build your objectives deck, and then you need to think about what it is you want to achieve on the tabletop, and then you need to build your power deck, which means you need to think about what it is you want to achieve and with your objective deck, and what you need to build to achieve that. So again, you're immediately teaching some forward thinking. You're thinking about what to do. Then there's things like board placement, objectives placement. They all fit into this idea of forward thinking and planning and having a strategy, which I think is a good skill to learn. And then that neatly moves me on to reason 7. Is that it teaches you to adapt and that not everything goes the way you want it. Yeah, your plan is all brilliantly worked out, but as soon as it hits the tabletop, it's probably going to go wrong, and it teaches you how to adapt to that, which again is a very important aspect. I have an issue with one of my kids who he's not very adaptable. He's a very great thinker, but if things start to go wrong, then he gets upset about that. Shadespire will help teach him how to adapt, how things aren't always going to work the way he wants them to. So that's number 7. Number 8 is it improves memory. Yes, and again, lots of card games do this, but it improves your memory. You need to remember what it is you've got in your deck. You need to remember what you've played, what's likely to come out, and whether they're still in there, whether it's worth looking for something. And if you're playing a multiple game situation, you need to try and remember what's in your opponent's deck, because you've seen it once. Remember it. Okay, Supremacy hasn't come out yet. It must be in the last 3 cards. So plan for that. So that is number 8. That improves their memory. 9, following on from number 8, is that it teaches probabilities. There's no good remembering the cards if you don't know what the chances of one coming out are. So again, you've got 2 aspects to probability in this game, and it can get as simple as complicated as you like, really. But in its simplest form is you've got 12 objectives. What are the chances of one coming out? You roll 2 dice with shields. What are the chances of you getting shields or a crit? These are simple probabilities, and it's great to learn those kind of things for your kids. So you've got 2 levels. You've got the card level and the dice level. So you've got different probabilities going on there, and like a lot of games, like a lot of role-playing games, or whatever, it teaches those probability things. And a lot of stuff I know about probability is all through playing games. So that is number 9, probabilities. And number 10, the final reason, and I suppose it comes on from adapting a plan, really. It teaches you tenacity. It teaches you to keep going, because in Shadespire it's not over till somebody sings somewhere. It's not over till the end. Even when things are going direly badly wrong, people have died that you didn't want to die and what have you, you can still sneak objectives. So it teaches you to keep going. Again, something that kind of ties into his not being able to adapt is my son will give up very, very quickly if things start to go wrong. Shadespire teaches you not to do that. So I think that's pretty great. So there are 10 reasons to enjoy Shadespire with your children. Hopefully you do, hopefully you will. If you have any other reasons, please pop them in the comments. If there's anything I've missed or think I'm talking rubbish, then do let me know. But I think Shadespire is a pretty great, for a Games Workshop game, it's a pretty great game to enjoy your children. In some ways, there's never been a better time to pick it up, because you've now got 2 extra warbands to enjoy. So if they're not too keen on the ones that are going, maybe they like rats or dwarfs, or dwarden, I should say. There you go, that is 10 reasons to enjoy Shadespire with your children. So I hope you enjoyed that video, I hope you found it useful, and we will see you soon. Bye!